Good morning. Thank you for joining me for another 5 good minutes with the Word. I'm Barry Bryson, and we're continuing our study of Matthew's Gospel today. We're in chapter 21. We're going to read verses 18 through 22, which is the episode with the fig tree. Now in the morning, when he returned to the city, he became hungry. And seeing a lone fig tree by the road, he came to it and found nothing on it except leaves only. And he said to it, No longer shall there ever be any fruit on you. And at once the fig tree withered. And seeing this, the disciples marveled, saying, How did the fig tree wither at once? And Jesus answered and said to them, Truly I say to you, if you have faith and do not doubt, you shall not only do what was done to the fig tree, but even if you say to this mountain, Be taken up and cast into the sea, it shall happen to you. And everything you ask in prayer, believing, you shall receive. Now, the order of events are a little different in Matthew than they are in Mark. And again, I hope this doesn't upset anybody. We've talked ad nauseum about historiography and not applying our 21st century rules to a first century document. But most people who have issues with this passage are upset for the fig tree. It's not fair. It's not the time of year when fig trees are supposed to have. Why would Jesus do this to this poor little tree? Well, there's a reason, and it's a necessary reason. The day before, Jesus gave a demonstration of strength. Not only physical strength in turning over all the tables and driving out all those herds of animals, but also intellectual strength in that he had the right verse for everything. I mean, the high priest came and he basically demonstrated to the high priest, you haven't read your Bible, have you? And today, he's going to demonstrate for the eyes of his apostles that he has supernatural strength, that he has the ability to do something like this, to perform a miracle, to do these kinds of things that are supernatural, that are beyond the ability of a normal human being. Now, why is this important at this moment that they see this demonstration? They've already seen him heal people. They've seen him walk on water. They've seen him turn water to wine. Why is it important to give them a reminder this week that he is a miracle worker? Well, what's about to happen to him? There's a real strong cognitive dissonance if you don't get what he's been telling them. What he's been telling them all along is, and what he just told them a few days ago, I'm going to Jerusalem, I'm going to be betrayed, I'm going to be handed over, I'm going to be condemned, I'm going to be crucified, I'm going to rise on the third day. But if you have your ears closed to what he is saying, then the cognitive dissonance between who you think Jesus is and what he's supposed to do and what happens to him. You remember the two men on the road to Emmaus in Luke's gospel? You know, are you the only person that doesn't know what happened? They crucified Jesus, and we were hoping he was going to be the one. But evidently, and then Jesus has to walk the road with them and explain Scripture so that they understand, no, this is what was supposed to happen. It's important for his apostles, before the events unfold on the weekend, to be reminded one more time, I have the ability to perform miracles. Whatever happens to me because it's part of God's plan, not because I'm being victimized or because someone has stronger abilities than I do. It's not that at all. This is the way it's supposed to happen. And it's necessary for them to see this at this point, to be reminded that he has power. And if they just maintain their faith, so will they. Okay. He's going to be confronted by the chief priests and elders next time. We will end about 30 seconds early today. I owe you, I think, 7 or 8 hours of time anyway. We'll pick up with verse 23 next time.